Good evening, Crypto World. It is 9:28 p.m. 8/16/2019. Wow. What's happening? Finally, BAKKT is in the house. September 23rd, 2019. We'll go down a day in infamous history. Well, why is that? Because you're talking about massive, how can I put it, mainstream adoption of Bitcoin. And having the New York State license BAKKT, this is just phenomenal. And just I'll get back into that in 1 second. Get the drift? Okay, now for the market, it currently is 265 in the billions and 22, almost 23 billion daily. And depending on who you're looking at, up to 49.55 billion. Yesterday, some good things for Apollo's wallet. It's a rare thing to see the title of their releases as some good things. Usually it's the number, the variations, that type of thing, but not some good things. They did a wallet release of some fixes and updates, and that was the 137.4, and that was yesterday, last night. Actually, what am I thinking? No, it's just a little while ago. I'm on the same day. It's not okay. So that was just done. When you get into the branches, DEX, as we talked about in the last couple of days, is getting so close, and you've got the approved money ETH worked on 2 hours ago. Tick tock, and when you look at the pieces, new controls, let's see, add property to control new features by height, and let's view the 589. You can see at the top, feature AWW 1245, second part of the atomic swap, number 589, and going through slowly here, as you can, I'll do it as slow as I can. But you can see all the different commands, including smart contract features, sharding. A lot is in there, okay, for this code. Now let's go down to the bottom. And you can see here, you've got the merge into the GitHub, which we showed yesterday. Down DEX phasing approved, that was yesterday, I think. And let's see, DEX allowed no column. Version dump for the exchange to 1.3700, and then DEX add properties to control new features, which is what we just saw. So you can see here that they're working on it, and that the version dump for the exchange will be 1.37.00, and currently we're at 1.34. But this is a massive change in their wallets. So you're not going to see incremental 1.34.7, 1.34.9, 1.35. You get my drift? It's going to be a big jump because of DEX and atomic swaps. So that is big news right there. We'll get back to the ultimate currency in just a moment. They had a piece yesterday, which I'll get into later, that was done by, they won a vote, and the vote was to have it reviewed on a live stream. And they did a decent job. They only had an hour to prepare on Apollo, and that isn't enough to do research on Apollo's features. I just wish he had checked out the wallet, the web wallet, because of so many different things built in here. This is all done. It's all been done for a year now. Anybody watching this video that isn't sure about Apollo's stuff already done? I mean, this is already done. And whoa, I did say we get back to it, didn't I? Okay, looking at the roadmap. Everything from 2018 is done. And that makes it the fastest network in the world, 1 to 2 seconds, going sub-seconds soon. And then it has the best privacy with a public option. And it has so many more things to it. All done. Okay, then you look at what they're doing in 2019, and sharding. Done. Okay, that'll be the last thing I show in this video today. But that's just amazing. Sharding. Okay, now, Coinbase reveals password glitch affecting 3,500 customers. Coinbase Exchange, Crypto Coinbase Exchange basically Coinbase disclosed a potential vulnerability Friday, announced, I gotta have coffee because I'm seasoned up here, announcing that a tiny fraction of its customers' passwords were stored in plain text on an internal server log. What? However, the information was not properly accessed by outside parties. My God, what idiots. But anyway, hold on. Okay, that's duplication. Alright, now getting over to that. That was sort of stupid, Coinbase. Let's get to this. Why Bakkt may be the best news for Bitcoin investors yet. You're looking at Bitcoin down at 10.1 right now. There is an ultimate opportunity here. I think that you're going to see over time, I'm not your financial advisor, but in this next month and a half, or a month, you're going to see a massive change. Because industrial, institutional, professional, amateurs are going to dive into this. And this is going to be the rush. Now, one thing I would recommend is that I'm going to link this down below so you guys can check it out. This is from Kelly Loeffler, and she's in charge of Bakkt, B-A-K-K-T. And she wrote this for yesterday. And actually today's date on it. So 1 year ago, we announced our ambitious, yes, it is very ambitious. And when you read through this, it is a very good piece. There's so much that she details. If you have any questions on BAKKT, that article will answer it. Then you've got how Coinbase quietly became the world's biggest Bitcoin bank. When they got expos, when they bought it and acquired it, they now have more than 7 billion under custody. 7 billion. Biggest in the world. Holy mackerel. Alibaba. Co-founder Joe Tsai, I should say, all set to splash 3.3 billion to buy the Brooklyn Nets and Barclays Center. We got basketball news and no news today. Because we got another one too. Over the course of the past few decades, ownership of sports teams has become one of the most important trends among the billionaires of the world, and is all set to continue. Billionaires of the ultra-rich have bought sport teams in the United States and soccer clubs in Europe. Yep, and this is happening. So, that's not bad there, but we also do have another piece that I'll talk to you about in just a second. U.S. Customs and Border to trial. Blockchain's shipping proof of concept. The U.S. Customs and Border to trial a blockchain piece. And we'll have to see how that works. I'm not going to get into border control. Let's do this. On this, Binance once again has a working Apple iOS mobile app. After a month being down, Apple Mobile is back. Getting listed in the App Store is a tough process, and it really is, because I do apps for Android and Apple, and it is a pain in the butt with Apple. You can get your app put on Google in over a period of 12 hours. Then you do the Apple listing. It's one. You might as well just grow some gray hairs while you're waiting for it. But anyway, getting listed in the App Store was a tough process, probably harder than getting listed on Binance. Being the applicant, we worked hard and followed all the rules and procedures, never complained, and got there in the end. Enjoy the iOS app. Yeah, that's good for anybody that's using the iOS. Wright. Testimony not credible. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, really? The request for claimant case dismissal denied. The judge said that. Not credible. The court could not find Wright's testimony to be credible, and ruled that it did, in fact, have jurisdiction in the Wright case. Okay, that's what's on that one. Then, this is the other basketball news. Billionaire Mark Cuban's NBA team now accepting Bitcoin as payment method. Yep, Dallas Mavericks accepting Bitcoin. Now, getting to, there was the vote at Apollo 1 yesterday, and they did the live piece on it. It was pretty good. He listed off, that he was amazed about how, Apollo had so many features and there were too many to list. and then he went on the roadmap and was amazed that it was all done in 2018, and Sharding 19 and more. And you can see it stoked his interest. And there's just a lot of people there that didn't know about Apollo, a lot did. And here's one of them though, Shardis, replying to Dave, Varney, Crypto, Pick Media, and 5 others. Okay, can you share more info on HPB? How are they planning to address the scalability issues that virtually the entire blockchain community is trying to deal with? And the response down here, well, let's get out of that one for a second. Twang, twang. The response from Apollo Core was, Apollo Currency already has done sharding on an active database blockchain, Shardus, and posted the video. Da, 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 da. The world will get to know Apollo Currency. It's just taking more time, and more time is what Apollo needs to get the world to know what it's doing. But once people see what Apollo has done, they jump on board fast. There was a increase in the volume right after that video, and that's something that is natural. Why? Apollo is kicking butt. There is no doubt about that. They are kicking butt. So with the DEX being worked on, with atomic swaps and almost coming, very soon, basically, very soon, add that to the feather in the cap of Apollo, because you've got all these features. And take a look at the roadmap. Anybody that's not familiar, they're all done. Apollo did them with the fastest, most private with a public option, and all these other features in your wallet that are conveniently there. And soon a DEX to trade in your wallet and cash out using the Paxos stablecoin that's built into it to your bank. Easy, conveniently. And investing in Apollo, it's less than a quarter of a penny right now. Available on Bitmart and IDEX Pro. Yeah, it's got a value. It really does. A potential of going up. And when that happens, I think it's going to be something pretty good to watch. You know why? It's not just everything I just discussed, but it's this too. Apollo Africa. They're working in Africa and partnered with the ADF group to pursue national currency deals in Africa. Can we say, hello, Houston? I think we can. Apollo's doing everything, like I said in my past video. It's a coin. It's going where no other coin has gone before. And that is no hype. That is the truth. I've been in crypto for a long time. I've never seen any coin do what Apollo's done. And this is just the beginning, because they're going to DAG consensus protocol next year, and Atomic Cloud, and a couple more things on top of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, bring on DEX. Release the Kraken. Everybody have a good one, and I will be in touch with the breaking news of DEX if it comes out today.